Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead. First time here, thanks for stopping in. Today we're going to continue on with our review and looking at our accessories and our DIY accessories and modifications that's made to this little 500 Honda. This is 2018 Honda Pioneer 500. We stopped off the last video. I said I was going to continue on with the windshield, how I DIY'd it, and show you how it works. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, is a DIY windshield for a Honda Pioneer 500. If you watched the video, part 1, I was saying that I didn't go with the Honda top that comes for the Hondas. And the reason I didn't go with the Hondas is because I went with this, and this other is just a cheap, ain't nothing, don't look fancy. But the way it tilts over on the front, I knew I was going to build my windshield myself. And what I did on building this windshield is 3 pieces. And it's fixed to where it slides up and down. It don't tilt out, you don't have to remove it. I can slide it up and down, and it's got different adjustables. Because we all know all these plexiglass get so scratchy you can't see through them. So unless it's raining, when it's raining or it's extremely cold, it's all the way up. When it ain't raining, even if it's cold, I can let mine down just a little bit and I can see right through the gap and see where I'm going, and ain't that much air coming through. Or when it's hot, I can slide it all the way down. Now this started out as an old windshield off of some type of Polaris side by side. And I cut the top piece here approximately 10 inches wide. And it's got the bevel that turns up right here. That way when water goes down, it'll shoot up or run out the side. And my next piece is the sliding piece. I slide right up under it. And I just put a rubber seal right across it. That's just made out of a piece of rubber hose. So when this windshield slides up under it, it's tight enough that the water don't come in there. The bottom piece of this is also made out of the piece of windshield off of the Polaris 4-wheeler. But here's where I had to get a little more creative, because if I'd have put it on the outside out here, it would have went out over my hood and I couldn't remove my hood. As some of the ones you buy is made like that. Well, I want my hood, because you seen on the last video how much storage space is under there. You can just put your little boxes and have storage spaces. So in order to mount the bottom piece, I took some treated wood and I had to cut it down at the bottom like 2 inches wide to nothing on top, like a wedge. Let's see if I can show y'all this. See if I can get a better angle on the inside. See, it's a wedge cut there to nothing on top. And this one's actually mounted on the inside of your headache rack. So when it's all put together, see, I got a little pocket here I can throw stuff in. Like that lighter there, you can throw it up there to ride. But that's on the inside. But the reason I had to do that is I didn't want it coming out over my hood where I couldn't open my hood and use my hood. Use my storage under the hood, I mean. Now the centerpiece, I bought a piece of plexiglass and I had to cut it the width this is. Then I had to notch it to fit inside your headache rack. I'm calling it headache rack, your roll bars. And I took a piece of aluminum and made a channel for that window to slide up and down. And it's got one bolt right here in the middle. It's just a little wing nut in there. And I'm gonna get in there in just a second. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna undo the wing nut. And this windshield slides all the way down. Or I got 3 different holes I can adjust it where I want it, how much opening I want to see through. So I'm finna show y'all how this works. So you just pull it, after I removed the wing nut on the inside, I just removed that screw. And I can slide my windshield down right there. Now you see my windshield slid all the way down. Can't no water come up under there, but I got a good 6-inch opening to view through. But I also got it to where I can push it up and I can have me just a little bitty crack right there when it's cold. But yet I want to see good, not be looking through that windshield. I just leave that crack just a little bit. And the reason I wanted this windshield like this is because like I said, when I'm all working, I might be 5 miles or further from the truck. You get back there and it come up one of them thunderstorms and your centerpiece, your windshield's up there in your truck somewhere. This in here I can push it up and put my screw in it and I'm good to go. And also the other ones they had at the time that laid down, well, out there working, you on the interstate driving 80 miles an hour, most of the time they wouldn't hang, they'd blow off. So I just created my own windshield. Now I'm gonna push it up and show you what it looks like or I'm gonna sit in there and show you what it looks like with me sitting in there. We're gonna get in here like you the driver yourself. Now that's my eye level. I'm looking right through the center of that sitting here, and I'm a 5 foot 10 inch person, tall. So therefore you got good clear visibility. Like I said, I can raise it up where it's right up here. That way when it's cold, I can look up through that crack and see good, but yet that cold air jumping over me ain't hitting me right in the face. Or if it's in the summer where you just don't want it, you can remove this centerpiece totally. Then you got a good big opening. But I don't ever take it off. I just leave it down in this hole right here. It took a little time to do it. Like I said, when you want a bend piece of plexiglass, you take a piece of nichronium wire, stretched it out between 2 pieces of board, hooked that wire to it's a dimmer switch like on a lighthouse dimmer switch, where you can adjust your electricity going to that nichrome wire. And that wire turn red hot and you heat one side and you flip it over and you keep heating it, flipping, then you can bend a piece. And you can see mine's got bubbles in it, cause I heated mine a little too fast. But there's videos on YouTube showing you how you can bend plexiglass with nichrome wire. But that's how the little windshield works. Now it does take both hands because you got to keep it straight when you put it up. You got to push it straight up so it'll stay in your tracks. And that's it. Put the screw back in it. Put the screw back in it and you're ready to go. yesterday, when we started out this review on this side by side, I got sidetracked and got off on showing the accessories and DIY projects. But your 500, it's got a 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive. Then you got a switch here for manual and automatic. But the 500's got these shift pedals on your steering wheel, the electric shift pedals. Now, when they first come out with the 500s, they didn't have the automatic option. It was just manual pedal shift. 5 gears. You reverse. You pull out on this lever right here. Then use your left pedal and pull up one time. It puts it in reverse. But I guess since I've had this side by side, the only thing that I wish Honda would have done different, the Pioneer 700 has 2 shift levers, and one of them puts it in full 4-wheel drive, locking differential. The 500 don't have a locking differential on the front, so you're most of the time only one of your front tires is gonna spin at a time on the front. Now, I'd have loved for them to have that shift lever to lock in both front tires like the 700 did. If they'd have done that, this little booger would sure enough go. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna try to show y'all how the automatic works. You got an MT for manual transmission, AT for automatic. You put it in automatic, you use your right hand shifter, put it, and it comes up a D for drive. Here it shifts a second, third, with the third, now down and shift a second. Now with the first, come stop. Now we've been take off down the road, but I'm gonna show y'all something different here in a minute about the manual, how it works. 1, 2, 3, 4. It shifts the fifth gear around 40 miles an hour. Now, even when they said automatic, I can reach over here with my left pedal and I can downshift it to fourth anyway. While it's in automatic. And then when you speed back up, it'll shift back to fifth. So even though it's in automatic, you can still manually shift. I'm going to shift down. It'll shift back up. Even though it's in automatic, you can still use your manual shifters and go down and up. Now another feature that's kind of different about this Pioneer 500, let me get up here and turn around. Here it's downshifting. Another feature here, we're going to put it in manual transmission, and I'm in first gear. I'm going to start shifting up gears, but when you start slowing down, it'll automatically downshift even though you're in manual. It won't upshift, it'll stay in second gear right there. I'm going to upshift, third, fourth, fifth. Now I can downshift. I'm upshifted. Now I ain't gonna touch nothing. And when you start letting off the gas, it'll downshift. Even though you in manual, it'll downshift shift all the way to second gear. Now it don't downshift the first gear, it stops in second gear when you're in manual. But it takes off in second gear anyway unless you're in mud. I've had this one here since 2018. Up here on it, you got your gear shifter, your speedometer, your fuel gauge, your time, your miles. I got 673 miles on this one. But I ain't had no complaints with it. I just wish they'd have put that locking differential on this little 500. Other than that, it's been a good side-by-side. You can see up here, got a good little place to hang you. Have an inside light. But guys, that's about it on this little video. I wanted to show the DIY windshield. Might give you some ideas how you may want to build your windshield so you can be different. Like I said, I wanted one that I could leave on here and raise up and down, and I didn't want nothing that folded down that the wind can get under when I'm hauling it at high speed on the trailer. I didn't want nothing that I had to remove a piece of it and leave in my truck or at the camp and then it started raining. I wanted kind of what I made here. Is that the best looking? No, it ain't the best looking, but it gets the job done. Gets the job done well. So again, next little video we're gonna do is gonna be showing y'all the DIY deer lift I got on. Please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and you'll get a notification when my video comes up and you can see the DIY deer lift. I done got too old, I can't pick them deer up no more. So I had to build me a lift, and it's very handy. So I'm gonna show y'all kind of how I built that and actually demonstrate it and pick us up something and put on the back of this side-by-side. So thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great day.